Hi friends, this is Brooke from Urban Paper Crafter in Edmonds, Washington, and I'm really excited today. My rep is here from We Are Memory Keepers, and she brought with her one of these all-in-one tools from We Are Memory Keepers, and it does like a gazillion different things. So while the tool is here, I wanted to give you guys a demo of all the things that it can do because it really is awesome for all of you travel crafters. Okay, because this is a demo model, we are missing one piece, but I'll tell you about it when we get there. It's not a huge deal, but yours will obviously have that when you get yours. Okay, so this is how you pack it up. This guy here is a stamping platform, so you have that with you also, but I'm going to show you that one at the end, so I'm just going to take this off for now. Okay, so the first thing that this is, and primarily, one of those things that you obviously need when you're traveling, is a paper trimmer. So it's got a nice sharp blade. I've already been using this all morning, and it's pretty great, actually. For a demo model, it is still cutting very, very sharp. So I'm impressed with that. And there are replacement blades available for this as well. That's always one of the questions. Okay, then, so it's your trimmer, but then it's also your scoreboard. So this flips out. This guy flips over and around. And then you're going to put it down like that. The reason for this is that it's got this little ridge right here, and you want that ridge to be at the 0. So over and around, and then we're going to put our paper right in here. Right down here is our tuck spot for our bone folder. So now we're just going to put it in, and we're going to score at 1 inch. And I'm going to bring this closer so you can see. I love this. All of your measurements for the scoring are marked to the 1/8 of an inch. Yay! So that you guys don't have to count your lines and all that kind of stuff. It's all done right for you. So let's say I want to score at 1 inch and 1 1/8 inch. I can do that. So can you guys see that? There we go. Nice, clean scores. Okay, so now I'm going to set it back up for cutting. Just like that. All right, so did I do it right? Nope. See, look at that. There we go. Flip it over and around. Okay. Ooh, cold coffee break, yay. Okay, now, this thing is also an envelope punch board. So let me show you how that works. We're gonna turn it over, and our envelope guide is right here. So we're gonna pull this out. We're going to still need our scoring tool. So in here is all of the envelope measurements. So let's say today we want to make a 3x5 card. So we're going to make an envelope for a 3x5 card. If you're used to the standard envelope punch board, this works very similar in concept. There's a few things that are different, but it's pretty quick and easy to learn. So we're going to go right over here to our paper size, and it is 6.5 by 6.5. So let's cut that. Okay, so we've got our paper trimmer already set up, and we'll just do a quick 6.5. So now, mind you guys, this is my very first day touching this tool, okay? I had one quick demo before this, so a couple things down the road we might have to figure out, but maybe not, we'll see. Okay, so now we're going to look at this one right here, and it says alignment guide is 2.5 inches. So remember that, because that's going to be important. Now, this is an all-in-one tool, so everything has to do with up here. So if you look at your guide, it says envelope, and there's an arrow, and it says envelope, and there's an arrow right here. So what we're going to do, this base is magnetic, so it actually holds it in place really well. We're going to see these little teeth on this guy here. So those notch so that this guy stays right in place into your scoreboard. So you match up your arrows. And now, remember that 2.5 inches that we talked about? Did I say 2.5? Yeah, 2.5. Okay, so now we're going to take our piece of paper that we already cut. Now we're going to do a measurement right along this line to that 2.5. So we're going to line it up just like this at the 2.5. And now, in case you guys forget, all of the directions are on the back side of this. So what it says then is we're going to line it at the 2.5. That's the measurement along here. And then we're always going to score on the 2-inch mark, which is right along this edge once you have it in place. So let's put this back in place. Okay, and then we're going to score it 2 inches. Oh, hold on. I'm doing this standing, so. Okay, 2 inches. Now we're going to rotate it. This is one of the differences from the other punch board. You actually rotate it the opposite way, but it's okay once you get used to it. So there is something right here called a score guide. It's got a little notch and a line. So I'm going to line up this score line that I just did with that line right there. And again, score it 2 inches. Okay, and then I'm going to keep rotating until I have that done all 4 directions. Okay, so it might be easier to see on this side. So see, there we go. So that looks very similar to how the envelope punch board works, right? All right, so now over here is the little notching tool for this portion. And if you look, see it's a little tiny button push, there's this guide right here. So remember on the envelope punch board, we line that up with one of the score lines. So that's what I'm just gonna do. And you punch, and then you have those notches. And now you'll see that it's starting to look just like the envelope punch board. Okay. All right, so there's our template. On the other side, just like with the regular punch board, on the other side is also a corner rounder. So you stick it in and it'll round your corners just to give you a more finished envelope. Okay, and then you will fold this up and there you go. That's pretty easy, right? All in one portable tool. Okay, the next one we're going to do is a banner. Now they do have a banner punch board specifically, but with this tool, it is a piece of cake to do the banner. If I can remember how, because I don't think I practiced this one. Okay, so let's look at this. So we're going to select our banner size and trim our paper to the correct one. So we have a banner chart right here. So to do a 3.5 inch banner, we need to cut our paper to 3.5 inches by 3.5 inches, which, let's see what size this one is. Oh, this is a, we'll just do it, because I probably could have read the other one. Okay, so we have 3.5 by 3.5. And then we're going to align our banner guide. Let's see. So here's our banner, and there's our thing right there. I don't remember what, oh, I have to read. Hold on. And then we're going to, alignment guide is 1.5 inches. This is your alignment guide. So let's match our triangles. And then it says 1.5 inches. So we're going to do it just like that. Does that seem right? And then my rep is right here. Because if I can figure this thing out, you guys can too. I promise. Okay. And then you just, what we did is we cut the first one and then we actually just flipped the paper over. Okay. And once you see what the banner looks like, finished, then you'll know where you're going with it. Okay. All right. And so then you can make really easy pennant banners that are symmetrical, perfectly angled, just like that. And so now that I actually know how to do it, I could probably whip these out super, super fast. So, oh, and then there's a, did you guys see the extra set of hands? No, this is good. I never get an assistant on my video. I love that. Okay, so this one is our hole punch here. And let me bring this up so you guys can see it. In the thing here, it's got all of these embossed details. There's actually some angled lines right in here. So let's see. I don't know, what am I supposed to do with those angles? Oh, yeah, no. We really should have practiced this one time, but okay. So these angled lines, you're going to punch one aligned with this side angle. I'm tilting it so I can see, make sure you guys see it. This side angle, and then one aligned with this side angle. So goes there we go. Okay, now we got it. How cute is that, right? And you can actually make banners up to 7.5 inches. This, just for reference, is only 3.5 inches. So you can make big banners for a happy birthday or something like that with lots and lots of ease. Okay, so there's the banner. We still have more to go. We're going to do a tag next. All right, so the tag, what you're going to do is you're just going to cut yourself a rectangle in whatever size that you want. So we're going to just stick this in, and we'll just make ourselves a 2-inch wide tag. Oh, that seems little. And so we'll make a 2x3. It'll be cute. Was that one of my options? Yes. Okay, so the tag, what we're going to do then is we're going to use this same hole punch, and there's measurements right here. So because we did a 2-inch tab, we're going to line it to the 2-inch side and the 2-inch side. Okay, so just like that. Okay, now back to this guy. Tag guide. Okay, so there is a tag thing right here, and you're going to line it up with the tag marker right there. And we're going to put it on the alignment guide, and what you're going to do is you're just going to, I'm going to pick 1 inch, and what the 1 inch is going to do is it's going to give me a measurement that I can see and even corners that it's going to cut off. Okay, so one goes there, and then I'm going to flip it over, and because these score lines, there's little lines that extend from that 1 inch, I'm going to just line it up and zip that off. And look at that, a perfect little tag. That was pretty easy, right? Okay, next we're gonna do the tab. Now my extra hands might need to come in and help me on this one. So, all right, so let's find a piece of paper like this one, and we're gonna do some tabs. So the tabs, you're gonna turn the board. Now that the tabs is going to be this one here, and you've got some measurements here. This is small, medium, and large. It tells you what size of tab you want. I think this is actually a lot easier. I'm going to try to wing it without reading the directions. So we might have to start over. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to align my first one right to the edge here under this puncher and punch. Okay? Gives me a rounded edge. Let's say I want a medium-sized punch. So medium-sized tab. If I want to do that, I'm going to line it up with, oh, it's not even in the frame. There we go. Line it up with the M right here. So I'll do just like this. There. Okay. So now we have a little tab. So what I'm going to do next is put it into my paper trimmer, just like this, just so I can just barely see the line beneath, and give it a cut. And there we go. A perfect tab. How cute is that? I know. And I didn't read the directions, you guys. That's how easy it is. Yay, Brooke. All right. So then the next thing that I want to show you is this can also be a stamping platform. Now this is the piece that's missing. There is one more magnetic piece right here that fell out because this is the demo one, and it gets toted all over the country. So these are little magnet things. This right here that I took off at the very beginning, this is your stamping platform that attaches to the stamps. So what happens is these just lock right into place magnetically. If that other one was there, it lines up just like that, okay? And then, so let's do some stamping. All right. So I'm going to take this guy off. I'm going to line this up. Let's say I want to do a cute little Santa right here, and a sentiment underneath, but I want him to be perfectly centered in the middle of my, by perfectly centered I mean visually, And I want my sentiment right side up. Okay, so I've got him exactly where I want him. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to stick my thing right here on the magnets, and it would also snap onto that other one if it was there, so we're going to pretend for today. And then you just push straight down. So the thing with this one is these sides here, they push down as well. So you're stamping straight down. There's not an angle to this one, so that gives you really, really nice stamping. So what I'm going to do just for the video, and you guys may want to do this too, just to give yourself an even better platform when you're stamping, because this has the lines for the scoreboard. If you put an extra piece of paper down there, you might be happier. And in fact, let's stamp on white. So we'll put that one down, and then we'll put some white down. All right, so we're going to take some VersaFine Clear, which is one of my favorite inks for stamping with clears. It stamps great almost every single time. Okay, so now we're nice and inky. We're going to line it up to the 2 magnets, 1 fake magnet. We're going to put it right where we want it, okay? And we're going to push down. And then we'll just push and pop him up. And look at that. He's like perfectly placed, perfectly aligned, and you have a stamping platform that is with your all-in-one tool. So it's always with you when you need it. You don't have to be like, oops, I forgot it. So anyways, that's a quick, not so quick demo of all of the cool features of the all-in-one tool. If you are a pom-pom maker, it will also make pom-poms. I am not able to demo that for you today because I'm not sure, one, if most of you guys are pom-pom makers, but also I don't have any yarn. Oh, one more thing I want to show you that I forgot, because my assistant forgot to stick her hands in here, is that on the back side, right here, you have little magnets. These little magnets are for use with the stamping platform. So these will be the ones that you use to hold your paper in place, because this base is magnetized. A couple things, it helps hold this in place when you need it, so that as you're scoring and stuff, it's not moving around on you, but it will also hold your paper when you are stamping. So to put everything away, you just, let's go over where it all goes again, because, you know, we kind of have to put everything away, otherwise we lose it. Those go right there. This guy slides in just like that. There's a hole right here in the end, and our bone folder goes right here. And this guy, you'll take off the stamps, and he goes right there. And now you're ready to take this guy with you. All right, you guys, that is a kind of quick tour of the all-in-one tool. Thanks, we'll see you soon. Bye-bye.